just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kalijah Cansey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. And looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll back them up even closer to their goal line to start this drive. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to pass. Tua. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Off to the races.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Tyrell Dodson buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Phillips. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Hill going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll run for it with Achane. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Buccaneers sit 8-4 now in the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are able to move back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 31, here's a second down and 6. Tua going to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Tua sets up to pass it. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as they get this up to midfield.
That's good for Dolphins.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A run straight ahead with Achane. Past the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 60. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Buccaneers 10.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs have yet again retaken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Dolphins 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on third down, Phillips. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Go street. Buffalo 18. 19 Lions.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it up. That's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
Across midfield, Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. His third rushing touchdown on the year and fourth overall. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
At the 44-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early, and of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Now it's Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
At the 48-yard line.
Let's go. All right. Ready, team.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
The Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Chan. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Street.
Phillips throwing to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out with some dispatch because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
Now they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember. And a loose football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
At the 28-yard line.
Second and 11. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Phillips. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Dolphins 24.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Off the play action. Tagovailoa. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Phillips. That's complete. Right around the He's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Hot go. Rock roll 80.
Back to throw. Phillips. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Tua. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Running left, Achane. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Jacob Parrish on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Ready. Ready, team. Out.
On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
It's a gain of 25.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake. Phillips. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Phillips. Open man is Ibuka. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka Ibuka, 29 yards. And the Bucs are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trip, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off-play action. Phillips. Throw left side complete. That's Fernandez. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Bucs start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
34 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. A gain of 30.
Tua going to throw.
First down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
66. Dolphins 38.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLeod looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, McLeod. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
48-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw. Phillips. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run up the middle with Irving. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Set, go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
38.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Buccaneers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.